going on, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to a channel update for Friday, August 17th, 2012. Although, quite honestly, there's a strong chance you won't see this update until Saturday because I'm actually recording it pretty late after a full day of gaming today. And there's a lot to talk about, a lot of stuff that's been going on, stuff that I want to address, clarify a little bit, and explain to everyone. So let's get right into it. So, this week has been one of the most exciting weeks of the year for me. Let me put it to you this way, and being completely honest with you. It's been a slow year for games. A lot of the times, the games that have been hyped up, the things that we've been anticipating, ended up really falling short of expectations. And so, after a month-and-a-half drought without any real new retail releases of games, we finally have a week where we had two major ones. But to start the week, I was actually able to accomplish what I did not think I would be able to accomplish. I completed Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on Monday, which put an end and concluded my Grand Theft Auto marathon that lasted 2 full weeks, okay? I do know that I said that if I had time I was going to make a video that's like a retrospective on Grand Theft Auto and explain all of my thoughts and feelings about the series now that I've played the 3 major ones on PlayStation 2 and also, you know, having played Grand Theft Auto 4. It didn't happen because it took me so long to beat San Andreas that I actually beat it really late on Monday and I just didn't have time to make the video. Does it mean I'm never going to make the video? No. It just means I didn't have time to do it in time for the end of the marathon. So there's a possibility in the next couple of weeks, maybe this next week with only one retail release coming up, maybe I'll have time to sneak it in, but I'll let everyone know about that, okay? But I loved playing the Grand Theft Auto games, and then on Tuesday, 2 major retail releases came out. You had Darksiders 2, which obviously you can see the collector's edition is what I got, and I got the Mask of Death from that collector's edition, and also Sleeping Dogs. Now, Darksiders 2 is pretty much exactly what I expected it would be. It's a more streamlined version of Darksiders 1. A lot of the backtracking and a lot of the repetitive things of Darksiders 1 has been removed. It's a more streamlined game with fast travel, with all kinds of interesting newer things that have been added. It's pretty much on par with what I expected, but I expected great things from the game, and the game is very entertaining to me, and I'm enjoying it a hell of a lot. In addition to that, I've been playing every single day, not only Darksiders 2, but also Sleeping Dogs. Now, Sleeping Dogs, if you want my honest opinion, is probably one of the sleeper hits of this year. I don't think a lot of people was expecting much from this game. They were like, oh, it's going to be a Grand Theft Auto clone. And in many ways, it is very similar to Grand Theft Auto. However, I think it excels with a lot of things, including a large arcing story, amazing voice acting, a very interesting narrative style, great musical selections for when you're driving, good driving mechanics, a good variety of missions split between comedic stuff, more serious stuff. I like the gunplay. I think the gunplay is actually better than that of Grand Theft Auto. I really like this game. I'm digging it, and it seems to be popular consensus among the people watching my playthrough. They're digging it too. So it's been a great week for me to be able to play 2 great games and enjoy it. And yeah, it's a lot of work. Keep in mind, every day I'm playing maybe 4 to 5 hours of Darksiders 2, then I'm playing maybe 2 to 3 hours of Sleeping Dogs, then I have to sit here and babysit the videos, and we'll get into some of the problems that have been really going on this week that is annoying as fuck. But it's worth it. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I'm having so much fun playing these 2 games. I hope that you're enjoying them as well. I know it's hard to keep up, especially when you get a longer game like Darksiders 2. A lot of people have messaged me and said, Phil, we're watching Sleeping Dogs because you're only doing a couple hours of gameplay of that every day and we can keep up with it. Darksiders 2, either it's not out where we are, because I actually heard in a lot of countries it's not out yet. For whatever reason, it was delayed. Or we're going to watch it later on once the game's complete, and we'll watch it at our own pace rather than trying to rush every day and watch all the videos. So I understand that. It's a longer game. When Darksiders 1 came out, it was the same thing. I didn't see, you know, people rushing to the videos to watch them right away because they knew it was a long-ass game. I'm already up in the 90s. I believe I have 3 major dungeons left in Darksiders 2. So I fully expect that between Sunday and Monday I'm going to beat it. And the same thing with Sleeping Dogs. I only have 5 story missions left, one of which I'm actually in the middle of right now, I believe. And so it really seems like over the next 2 days that I'll get to play it, Sunday and Monday, I'm going to beat both games. So that's great. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, Phil, when are you going to do the review? Phil, we want the Hateful Truth review so we know to get the game or not. To which I say, I don't review a game before I beat it. So I have to beat both of these games, and I'm getting very close at this point. So I'm in the home stretch of both of the games. Once I beat them, I'll be able to review them, but I can't do that until I actually get a chance to do that. So that's coming, okay? Alright. Speaking of all that, let's talk a little bit about YouTube this week. It's been a hot mess, let's put it that way. YouTube is always a hot mess. It's great, it's the best video sharing website. It's great that you can get your content out there. I make a living off of it, so by no means am I trying to be unfair, but let's face it, it has fucking problems all the time. This week in particular, in no particular order, uploads that vanished. I'd be right in the middle of uploading 20 to 30 videos of one of these new games, and 2 of them just upload, and then the website says, I deleted them. What? Yeah, they were removed by the user. Sure, I deleted them. Videos that were stuck in processing for hours on end to the point where I had to re-upload them, and the ones that I re-uploaded actually showed up quicker than the ones that were uploaded hours before, and so I just kept those. I had a particular video last night. I had to upload it 5 times before one would actually process. The rest of them just fucking sat there like rocks. So, all that going on. I do want to let everyone know an ongoing issue, an issue that we've been talking about for quite some time, is still happening. I'm just not retweeting as much or talking about it as much. The unsub bug is still happening, okay? On a daily basis, I'm still getting dozens of people who message me and say, Phil, I'm getting unsubbed from your channel. One person literally said he got unsubbed 3 fucking times in one day, and he doesn't know what's going on. You know, people were trying, gee, where's Phil's footage for today? Usually he's been uploading the Darksiders earlier on, and then the Sleeping Dogs later on, and then they go find out they've been unsubbed, so it never showed up on their homepage. So I apologize for that. What I can say, the only thing I can say is, again, if you follow me, I understand. If you don't sub to me, or if you're getting unsubbed to me, I recommend that daily you just check my channel page and or my videos tab on my channel page to see what I've uploaded, because chances are I'm uploading every single day, unless I announce that I'm not going to, or I make an announcement on Twitter and Facebook, and, you know, I don't want you to miss out, especially with these newer games if you're keeping up on them. Just check the channel and you'll be able to see the footage. Nothing I can do about it. YouTube's still denying it, won't admit that they have a problem, and it's fucked up, okay? So that's that. Time for shameless promotion. So if you're one of those people, Phil's talking about his friends and his girlfriend, I don't care about them, I only want to hear about him. Well, fucking leave the video for 5 minutes and come back, because I do support people who I care about, and it's time to talk about some other stuff that's not related to me, okay? Panda Lee, my girlfriend, has a channel, Panda Lee Games. She opened it about 2 weeks ago, and she decided to start doing playthroughs because she's wanted to for quite a long time and didn't have the means to do it. Well, now she does. She's got the equipment, and for the past 2 weeks she's been doing playthroughs. The first playthrough she did was LA Noire, and she actually this weekend is going to complete her playthrough of Heavy Rain, which is her asshole playthrough, which basically means she's doing it in a manner that I did not. She's actually purposely doing the negative choices. She's actually trying to let Scott Shelby get off the hook. So it's a really interesting playthrough because it's very different from my version of that gameplay. Similar to that, her LA Noire playthrough included all of the DLC cases that I never did. So even though she's playing games that I've played before, they all have a different twist on them. It's not just her just trying to play the same games that I did. So if you're interested in seeing a girl gamer do playthroughs and see some interesting changes and twists on the stuff that I did when I played LA Noire and Heavy Rain, go check it out over on Panda Lee Games. She also has a Twitter at Panda Lee Games where she's tweeting daily what her plans are for uploading, etc. Which is why I haven't been talking about it a lot or tweeting about it. There's no reason for me to daily start talking about that stuff because she has her own Twitter now. So definitely check that out if you're interested. I personally saw some of the stuff and I think the Heavy Rain stuff is really interesting now that I'm seeing the different choices she's making. I didn't even know, I swear to God, I didn't know, number one, that there was a Madison shower scene, and number two, that there was a sex scene. I had no fucking clue that was in Heavy Rain because I never did it in my playthrough. That's the first time I'm even seeing it, so pretty cool. Okay. Moving on to, that's right, I mean, there's a reason why I'm wearing the shirt. John Rambo, it's been an exciting week for him. It was the launch of his website, StayBallsy.com, and the primary focus of his website is to have a way to feature his content outside of YouTube because YouTube's, let's face it, to feature the content isn't very good. Even with their new layouts, it could be difficult to feature what you want to feature. So he's got a website that just went up this week. The main page features all of his content laid out the way he wants, but the other cool thing about it is that there's this thing called the Stay Ballsy Intergalactic Video Network. And the way that John described it is, basically, if you want to join it, you can, and what happens is you can actually have your videos featured on John's website. And it's a cool way to feature your content outside of your own YouTube channel without having to worry about, you know, applying for a partnership or doing this or doing that. So it's cool, and I see he has lots of videos up from people over there. So go check out the website. Let John know what you think about it. Personally, I think it's pretty cool. And you know, if you're interested in the Intergalactic Video Network, you want more details, head over to the website, and I'm sure you can get more than enough info. I believe he's also either working on setting up forums or already has set up forums. I don't want to say that because I really haven't confirmed that. But yeah, definitely go check it out if you're a fan of John Rambo. That's pretty cool. Project 7, Episode 2 will be featured on Machinima Respawn tomorrow, Saturday, August 18th. Again, roughly at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not guaranteed to go up exactly at that time, but it will be the last video of the day over there. Episode 1 debuted last week on Saturday. I believe, I haven't checked it in the past 3 days, but I believe it's around 18 to 20,000 views right now. And that's pretty much on par with exactly what I expected was going to happen with it for two reasons. Number one, because episode 1 was very inside joke reference kind of a deal. If you're not a fan of myself, of John Rambo, of Howard, you might not have understood a lot of that humor. Sure, the effects were cool, the story is interesting, but it's not in particularly like you get every joke, okay? So I fully expected that when we did it, that probably not everyone was going to get the joke per se. And especially for a new audience like Machinima Respawn, they're like, what am I watching? What the fuck is this? I'm hoping that episode 2 through 4 catch on a little bit better. If they don't, no big deal, no skin off our back. At least we got some additional views, some additional interest and attention from it being on Respawn. But we're hoping that maybe these episodes can really shine over there because they are gaming related. Again, if you're a fan of Project 7 and you want to go check it out, please do so. Please explain to people in the comments what the series is. I know a lot of people are confused. And have fun, okay? So that's tomorrow. I want to remind everyone, sorry, I'm kind of losing my voice from doing so much commentary this week. I want to remind everyone that a week from tomorrow, I'm going on vacation. Panda Lee and I are going on vacation to an undisclosed location, okay? We haven't told anyone where we're going, so it's kind of a surprise, a mystery. But we are going to be doing vlog footage while we're there. But what that means is there will be no gameplay that week, the last week of August. However, we will be, again, like giving you vlog footage, keeping you updated on what's going on. We're hoping the hotel internet is decent. Not that it'll be a big deal because we're not going to be uploading 100 videos like I was doing at E3. Maybe a couple a day of interesting things that we run into while we're on vacation. So check that out. But I just want to, again, I'm going to keep reminding everyone, we're going on vacation. You won't see new gameplay footage here or over on her channel either. We're not going to be here, okay? So all that being said, it's been busy, but that's a good thing. Being busy is always a good thing, and it makes me feel positive when I see that people are enjoying what I'm doing. A lot of people were relieved that now the summer is, well, the summer drought is over. I mean, this week we've got 2 new releases. Next week it's looking like I'll beat both of those releases in time to play Transformers Fall of Cybertron starting on Tuesday. A lot of people are asking me about different things now. Like, for example, it was now announced that Mass Effect DLC, Mass Effect 3 DLC called Leviathan is going to be released the last week of August. And I Phil, you going to play it? Well, I'm going to be on vacation. You know, they announced it like literally only 2 weeks ahead of time. Not that I would have, you know, scheduled my vacation around it for a single DLC anyway, but when I get back from vacation, that's probably the #1 thing I'm going to do is the Mass Effect 3 DLC. Other people have been asking me, they said, Phil, did you hear that Ratchet & Clank HD Collection is coming out? Are you going to play that? That's also something I'm considering, because here's the thing. If you look at my calendar, which you can't see because the waters are blocking it, so I don't know why I just said that, but the first week of September, we're talking September 4th all the way to September 10th. What? September 2nd to September 10th. There is pretty much nothing going on. okay? No new releases that whole first week of September to speak of. So that's going to be a good week for me to do things like the Mass Effect 3 DLC. Maybe play Ratchet & Clank HD Collection and play the first game, because as you know, earlier this year I played Jak and Daxter 1, and I also played Sly Cooper 1. This is a great opportunity maybe for me to play the first Ratchet & Clank and experience that. So now I've played every major PlayStation exclusive, you know, classic game, PlayStation 2 exclusive game, and I now know what at least the first installments of those games were like. I know a lot of people are like, I wanted to play Sly 2, I wanted to play Jak 2. Listen, calm down, okay? HD collections aren't meant to be played start to fucking finish. And I think it's a cool thing that I played the first installment. I'll play the first installment of Ratchet & Clank, and then maybe next year when we have downtime, maybe I can play the second installment of all those games. You know what I mean? Like, it's not worth it to rush through them like that. So that's kind of my plan right now. And then the last thing is the Dawn Guard DLC. Yes, I know everyone's saying, when is the Dawn Guard DLC coming? When is he going to play it for Skyrim? Now it's been out for almost a month, and I don't understand why he's not playing it. It's this simple, because they didn't fucking say when it was coming out, and I made plans. It's their fault. Tough shit to Bethesda. They really screwed the pooch with the release of this DLC. I'm still extremely interested in it. It's like I said, Skyrim was my game of the year, but I don't want to drop everything to play it. So here's the plan. Again, I've got from September 2nd to September 10th, where there's no new releases, I'm more than likely going to be doing the DLC during that time period. I'm feeling that would be enough time for probably to play Ratchet & Clank 1, Dawn Guard DLC, and the Mass Effect 3 DLC. So even though it's a dead week, it's going to be chock full of new content, and that's going to lead us straight into the rest of the month, where you've got Tekken Tag Tournament. You've got Double Dragon, the new game that's being released as an arcade title that I might be able to do co-op with John Rambo. I think that'll be neat. Borderlands 2 is going to be fucking huge, because I'm in the process of amassing a team of people who want to play it full 4-player co-op, and that's going to be fucking neat. So Borderlands 2 is that month. You've also got Dead or Alive 5. You've also got, hold on, there's a Family Guy video game coming out at the end of the month. Don't ask me why, but there's a Family Guy video game coming out. So yeah, it's gonna be a month full of content, full of new games, and then after that, I mean, we're talking every week you've got multiple major releases till almost the complete end of the year. So this is it. This is the beginning. This week was the beginning of the hardcore gaming season, and I'm excited about it. I'm cool. I'm happy that I'm busy with new games that people want to see. And the cool thing is, even though I realize that a game like Darksiders 2 is super long and a lot of people aren't watching it and or can't keep up with it because there's so many parts every day, you're going to have that week when I'm on vacation to catch up. That's going to be the perfect week for you to catch up on that stuff, and then to come back to fresh content when I get back. So that's it. Thanks a lot for watching the channel update. I know it's been a lot of information. As always, when is it not a lot of information? But please, thank you, first of all, for your viewership. Thank you for being loyal fans and for all the things that you do for me. I know that a lot of you people, you guys are awesome. I got people that make me custom backgrounds for my channel. I got people that leave me constructive criticism on videos and on my forums they make entire threads of how Phil can do this game a little bit better. Grand Theft Auto, if I didn't get a lot of tips about those games, I would have never beat them. So I just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the help. Thank you for everything. I'm having a blast. We're heading into the hardcore gaming season. I'm going to put in the time for you to get through all these games and to enjoy them and to do them right. I promise. And I will see you for new gameplay coming up this week. Keep in mind, Saturday is co-op with John Rambo. Big day coming up with us going to do the WWE SummerSlam simulation matches in WWE 12 like we do for every WWE pay-per-view. We're going to be doing Expendables 2 4-player co-op. We're trying to really arrange for that to work. I think we may have it working, but I'm not positive it's 100%, but we're looking to do that. And possibly the conclusion of Resident Evil Darkside Chronicles. Can't confirm that because I don't know how long it's going to take for us to do the other stuff. I don't want to promise that, but lots of co-op coming tomorrow, and then like I said, the conclusions of Darksiders 2 and Sleeping Dogs coming between Sunday and Monday, and then the Hateful Truth review. So, thanks a lot everyone. I'll see you for new gameplay. Peace out.